Story 9 hours ago. Once upon a time, there lived a man named Kurian. He was born in a Brahmin family. He was married to Jamila. One day morning, while they were going to the temple for the morning mass, he met his old friend named Joginder. It was after a long time they both met. They were having lot of memories to share in the evening every day. Kurian dropped his wife in the bar and he went to the beach with Joginder. Joginder was working in a department store. Kurian was a civil servant. Joginder was having some financial problems. His wife, Mariamma, passed away 9 years back. In her, he is having a daughter named Gemini. For her marriage, he needs money. Money makes power and power manipulates everything. Jamila was boosted up and she walks down the street in the cold sun. Snow was falling. Her forehead became white as roses. She missed the train. Kurian was back to the office. Asked his boss Gudbargul for a lump sum amount of money for his friend's daughter's marriage. She refused to lend the money because Joginder was not having a house of his own. Shanti and Jamila were late back home. They walked back to home as they missed the last train after the Onam celebration. Shanti stayed with Jamila because she can't go to her micro family as it was midnight. Joginder went to Philadelphia where his uncle was running a laundry shop. He borrowed money from him and settled the amount with the police so that they will not trouble him anymore. Joginder's daughter was in love with Bhagarado. He is a distant relative of Kumaran. Kumaran was the old chief minister of Oman. Due to some political problems, he resigned his job in the hotel and he was playing hockey. Jamila and Christy were cousins. They both studied in the same school. In a car accident, Christy's husband became handicapped. So she is wearing a cowboy hat in his memory. She bought it from Caribbean islands. Christy was beautiful. He was a beauty. She was a beauty of the old time. Dandruff was troubling her. She was depressed and tried to commit suicide by scratching her own head against the coconut tree. Monday morning, when Idbargul went to the shopping in the city, he saw Kurian. He was surprised to see Kurian in the street begging for money. His shirt was broken into 3.5 pieces and scattered on the ground. The same smell of rotten eggs thrown on the face of Madonna when she was singing the season 4 of Idea Star Singer. He took him to the hospital far away, abroad somewhere that was known to none of the police forces. Jamila was cooking rice and mutton chops. She fried fish and stitched clothes. She was waiting for Kurian to come back home. She waited for 3 years. Waited again and waited. Total 3 years she waited. And she watered the trees grown in her garden. Kurian, after treatment, became the leading advocate in the High Court. He was practicing karate, tai chi, yoga, kuchipudi. His dream was to play 2020 IPL. After 2 years of hard work, Christy bought her old flat in Andheri. He and her husband Ryogi were living happily. 5 days passed away. In the summer rain, they both lost their eyesight and they became blind. Ryogi filed a case against the government for losing his power glasses. It was Kurian who was his advocate. But Kurian and Ryogi couldn't recognize each other. They shake hands and they both went for fishing. They found Christy riding a horse on their way to the chapel. She was with her family looking for Joginder. Meantime, Jamila was practicing Kalari Marmani, a traditional dance of Gujarat. She used to travel all over GCC and Kottayam district. One day, she met Ryogi in a dance bar. They both ordered for masala dosa and chili chicken and smoked 2 packets of cigarettes each. Both were chain smokers from their childhood. They played tennis in the evening and went back home complaining that tennis elbow. Due to the heavy wind, it seems like that it will rain soon. Police was searching for Joginder again in the villages. Posters were posted all over Germany. But Joginder was brave enough. He called Idbargul to go back to the place where he came from. Jamila went to Bhutan for her mother Karthiyani's funeral. Her father, Reverend Father Mar Kurlo, didn't go ticket for the IPL. It was a change in his life and he was blessed. She paid the cash and took an auto rickshaw to find Aaron. Bhagarado and Kumaran went to meet Joginder for fixing the marriage. They found her They found this girl in the MalayalamMatrimonial.com and Hotrix.com. The marriage was fixed on February 31st of 2012, but due to heavy traffic, the marriage was postponed. In Nehru Park in Westminster Abbey, Jamila met Kurian. They sang a song in the bright sun. പൊന്നാമ്പൽ പുഴയറമ്പിൽ നമ്മൾ അന്നാദ്യം കണ്ടതോർമ്മയില്ലേ. പ്ലീസ് ഫർഗീവ് മീ, ഐ കാൺട്ട് സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ലവിങ് യു. പിന്നെ ചീസ് ബഡി ഹേ മസ്ത് മസ്ത്. അങ്ങനെ മൂന്ന് പാട്ടുകൾ പാടിയ അവർ ടോട്ടൽ 3 songs and waited for the rain in the beach where Joginder's daughter's Aaron's marriage, which happened 9 hours ago. Daughter Shah ran fast through the village of Germany. They lived happy life ever after. The end. Story written by Kailash Joseph Muhammad. സത്യമായിട്ടും